My name is Mark Mezzano and I am a candidate for the 2-year term on the Reading City Council. What differentiates me from other candidates? And how is this going to help me better serve the community? It's pretty simple. What sets me apart from the other candidates is my commitment to genuine community engagement and a proven track record of collaboration. I am a retired highway patrolman and have worked my position as a councilman, mayor pro tem, and vice mayor full-time. While many candidates may have strong backgrounds, I prioritize building relationships with the residents and actively listening to their concerns. This approach ensures that the decisions I advocate for truly reflect the needs and values of our community. Additionally, my 29 years of experience with the California Highway Patrol has given me a unique perspective on the challenges we face and the innovative solutions that can address them. Having served as an instructor teaching a variety of subjects including weapons training, CPR, public relations, and the investigation and prosecution of human trafficking, I believe in leveraging local resources and fostering relationships that empower residents, which can lead to sustainable improvements in our community. I've owned and operated a small mobile music business where I excelled at promotion and small business management. This perspective has allowed me to interact with many of the local businesses in Reading. By focusing on the collaboration and inclusivity, I will create a more transparent and responsive leadership style. This means that when I'm making decisions, I will always prioritize the input from residents, ensuring that our community feels heard and represented. Ultimately, this will help me serve Reading better by implementing solutions that are not only effective, but also resonate with the people I represent. What experience qualifies me to represent the residents? Well, I believe it's my qualifications. To represent the residents of Reading stem from a combination of professional experience, community involvement, and a deep understanding of the unique challenges and opportunities our city faces. Professionally, I worked for the California Highway Patrol for 29 years, where I gained skills in public safety. But in 2024, I received the Cal City's presidential appointment to the Sacramento Valley Division Public Safety Committee. I was also selected to serve as chair of the Cal City statewide Public Safety Committee in 2025. I have chaired the Shasta Regional Transportation Agency Board for 3 years, gaining skills in leadership, and as a councilman for the City of Reading, I have excelled in negotiation and public policy. This is a background that has equipped me with the tools to effectively advocate for our community's needs and to navigate the complex issues. Additionally, my active participation in local organizations such as Kiwanis and the Homeless Connect have allowed me to engage directly with the residents, listening to their concerns and aspirations. My self-funded breakfast program at MLK Park on Saturdays has allowed me to build relationships with the unsheltered with the end goal of moving them off our streets and into supportive programs designed to reintegrate them back into society. This grassroots involvement of personally meeting with both our residents and those unsheltered have fostered a strong connection with the community, ensuring that I remain attuned to the voices of Reading's diverse population. Moreover, my commitment to transparency and collaboration means that I prioritize the input of residents in decision-making processes. I believe that effective representation comes from building relationships and fostering an inclusive dialogue. In summary, my professional background, my community engagement, and my dedication to listening to and advocating for the residents of Reading make me well-suited to represent our city's interests. What do I see as the most pressing issue? And what's my plan to solve it? Well, I believe the most pressing issue in Reading is public safety. While we have made great strides during my 4 years on the council, we must continue to leverage our success and continue to build on the foundations we have built. Look, we must continue to prioritize public safety to continue to reduce crime. Of equal importance, though, is the lack of affordable housing. Our population grows, many residents are struggling to find housing that fits within their budget, which impacts everything from economic stability to community well-being. To address this, here's my plan. It includes several key initiatives. 1, let's develop partnerships. I will work closely with the city staff and local developers and nonprofits and governmental agencies to create a range of opportunities for affordable housing. This collaboration can leverage resources and expertise to build more inclusive neighborhoods. Number 2, let's encourage innovative solutions. I will advocate for zoning reforms that allow for diverse housing types, such as multifamily units and tiny homes. This can help maximize the use of available land while catering to various needs. Number 3, let's support funding opportunities. I will actively seek state and federal grants and funding to support affordable housing projects. By tapping into available resources, we can expedite the development of new homes. Number 4, let's engage the community. It's crucial to involve residents in the planning process. I will host forums and workshops to gather input on housing solutions, ensuring that our approaches reflect the desires of our community. By addressing the affordable housing crisis through these strategies, we can create a more sustainable and thriving Reading, where everyone has access to the safe and affordable place to call home. If I'm reelected, what do I plan to do and accomplish in my first 30 days, my first 90 days, and the first year? Well, I'll tell you this. When I am reelected, my immediate focus will be on laying the groundwork for effective leadership and addressing the pressing issues facing our community. Number 1 is the upcoming budget shortfall. But in the first 30 days, the first thing I'll do is I'll draft a long-term lease for the Reading Rodeo. Number 2, a listening tour. I will launch a listening tour to meet with residents, community leaders, and local organizations to gather feedback on their priorities and concerns. This will help ensure my actions are aligned with the community needs. Number 3, I will form task forces focusing on key issues such as affordable housing, public safety, and economic development. These groups will include residents and stakeholders to foster a collaboration from the start. Number 4, let's set clear communication channels. I will establish regular communication updates through newsletters, social media, and town hall meetings to keep our residents informed and engaged in the decision-making process. During the first 90 days, I will develop action plans based on the input generated during the listening tour. I will create actionable plans for addressing the priorities with specific goals and timelines for implementation. Number 2, let's ensure initial funding. I will enlist the help of city staff to work with local and state officials to identify and secure funding opportunities for key projects, particularly in affordable housing and infrastructure. Number 3, let's promote community engagement. I will implement regular community forums to encourage ongoing dialogue and ensure that the residents have a voice in shaping our policies. First year, number 1, I'm going to launch key initiatives. I will work with the city staff to kick off initiatives in affordable housing and economic development, including groundbreaking for new housing projects and programs to support local business. Number 2, let's evaluate the progress. I will set up a system for tracking the progress of initiatives and policies, making adjustments based on community feedback and changing needs. Number 3, I want to strengthen partnerships. I will continue to build relationships with local organizations, businesses, and governmental agencies to foster collaboration and resource sharing for community improvement. By prioritizing listening, planning, and action in my first year, I aim to create a foundation of trust and effective governance that truly serves the residents of Reading. Question number 5, describe a recent local decision that I agree with and one that I disagree with, and explain why. Well, I'll tell you, a recent local decision I agree with was the initiative to enhance green spaces and parks throughout Reading. This effort not only improves community aesthetics, but also promotes public health by encouraging outdoor activities and providing recreational areas for families. Expanding green spaces can foster a stronger sense of community and improve overall quality of life. On the other hand, I respectfully disagree with the decision to form an ad hoc committee to consider extending a long-term lease to the Reading Rodeo Association. For over 75 years, the Rodeo Association has been a significant source of entertainment, generating millions in revenue for our city, and all of that at no cost to the taxpayers. Offering anything less than a 25-year lease with 2 additional 10-year extensions would not serve in the best interest of our community. While I understand the need for revenue, imposing additional financial burdens on local businesses can stifle growth and innovation. Instead, I believe we should explore alternative funding sources or temporary relief measures that support our local economy and help businesses thrive. These perspectives highlight my commitment to balancing community development with economic support for residents and local enterprises. Have I received any donations or endorsements from any groups? And if so, which ones? Well, of course, yes, I've received donations and endorsements from a variety of local organizations and community members who share my vision for Reading. These endorsements reflect a shared commitment to addressing the key issues like affordable housing, public safety, and economic development. You know, I value the support from these groups as it demonstrates a collective belief in the importance of community engagement and collaboration. I remain committed to the transparency in my campaign and will ensure that any contributions align with my values and priorities for serving the residents of Reading. If elected, I will continue to prioritize the interests of our community above all else. I've received $5,000 from the Reading Rancheria. I've also received $2,500 from the Shasta County Republican Central Committee. I've also personally contributed $10,000 to my campaign for re-election. I have received endorsements from former Reading Mayors DeQuisto and Bassetti, former Planning Commissioner Marcus Parton, and former Shasta County Supervisor Glenn Hawes. You can't do this alone, folks. It takes money. I'm not a rich man. I put into this, I put in the work, and I'm doing what I can to make life better here in Reading. This is what I want to do. It's a $600 a month job. After taxes, it's $400. That doesn't cover my gas bill. Our city is 60 square miles, and I travel across the city daily, meeting with you, the constituents, listening to your problems and your concerns, and together we're coming up with solutions. We've been doing it for 4 years. I'd like 2 more years, and that's why I'm asking for your vote.